Hey everyone, welcome to the video and we're live. Okay. All right. So I'm actually, I don't do this too often, and I'm going to spend a little bit of time looking at MATIC Network. This is one where a lot of people on the Discord have been talking a lot about this, and so what I'm going to attempt to do here is kind of go onto a chart from scratch and kind of take a look at it. I'm looking at the tether trading pair, but I'm gonna go through this, and you can kind of get an idea of how my mind works, what I look at when I'm looking at things, and how I come up with some of my projections, how I come up with some of my targets, support, resistance, and all of that. So this is going to be an analysis on MATIC Network, but it's also going to be a little bit of education on how at least my mind works. And of course, with the normal disclaimers, this isn't financial advice. I'm just going to kind of give my opinion on things and go through how I analyze charts, and hopefully you'll learn a thing or two and maybe get some feedback here on MATIC Network as well. So I'm going to start with a daily time frame, and I'm going to focus a bit on this first move up. And I need to, first I'm going to get Fibonacci from the very bottom all the way up to the very top, and I'm just going to kind of take a look at things and see, see what they look like. All right, so this is, it looks to be like a pretty important fib pull on this. Few different things that I'm seeing here. I definitely see some clean support and resistance lines. So I'm going to focus on support and resistance. But also what I want to look at here is from all the way down here at the very bottom, all the way up to the very top, you can see we had a clean touch of this of the 618, and this is perfect for showing the significance of a 61.8% retrace. We had a nice reaction off of it. We did come back down to it. We went a little bit deeper, and when we broke through the 65, that's showing weakness at the support. So it's clean weakness, clear weakness. Even though we spiked back up, this was an opportunity to get out of MATIC, right? Because the next time we come down here, and again, this is 1, 2, a front run, so we'll kind of call this 2.5, and then we went too far, so let's call this 1.5. So we'll call this the fourth time, and then the fifth time we come down here, we broke through. Sound familiar? Bitcoin, anyone? All right, so we come down here, we break through, and then what did we do? We did a little cup, we had a rejection here, and then we fell through again, and we went to our next Fibonacci level, our next important Fibonacci level, which was that 78.6. Now, the support that we have right here, I'm going to take off this level, because this level, it should be pretty darn important, because that's the wick from the very first day of its USD trading pair. So that's going to be an important level for me. The next important level for me is going to be the 65% retrace. I'm going to tick these off because eventually I'm going to remove this Fibonacci. The next level, which is going to be important for me, is going to be right up here at 27.40, or really 2.74 cents. And then the very bottom down here, this is also going to be pretty important support. And I'm pulling this from this level here, these two touches down here, this wick down here, and of course back here where we had our initial, first couple of weeks of trading. All right, so now I'm going to get rid of my Fibonacci, because right now what we can see, we're inside of a trading range, and what I'm seeing inside of this trading range that it has been developed here, we have a good markup, and this is, in my opinion, this was distribution that was happening here, and then we had the price come down for more accumulation, and then we had another markup, and there's a distribution that's happening here as well, and we're starting to move our way down. What we're not seeing is we're not seeing follow through. So in the accumulation zone down here and the distribution zone up here, what we're not seeing is any, we're not seeing any impulsive moves. Now, could this be happening on this particular wave down here? Yeah, it's possible. So let me move down to say a 4-hour time frame and take a look at this current move. It looks pretty impressive when you zoom in, but again, if you take things into perspective, it doesn't look all that great. Okay, so we have to put things into perspective a bit, but let's just take a look at this move down here. So from the bottom all the way up to the very top, where are we at? We're bouncing off the 618 yet again. Okay, so we're bouncing off the 618 and we're currently moving up, but in relation to the reciprocal move from the top to the bottom, we are quickly going to be reaching this 50%. And in my opinion, this 50% is a zone where if we're bearish, we're going to get rejected at the 50%. Then we're going to start moving our way back down to the accumulation zone. So we kind of have to keep an eye on this. We're touching 50%, on this again. For MATIC, I'm not sure that I would be a buyer, even at the accumulation zone. I'm not sure I would be a buyer because if it comes back down here, chances of it holding down here, to be completely honest, they're probably pretty slim. Even though this is decent support, it could be a third bottom and it'd be okay because again up here we had 1, 2, 3, and we still bounced up to the distribution zone. So maybe we come down here again and we go up here to our distribution zone at 1.75 cents. We might go up there, but for me, if you're looking for a larger move, I would be looking for this to have some follow through, close some daily candles above 1.745 cents, then come down here, find that as support, and then you have your move up to this distribution zone, which is going to be at 2.7 cents. So again, if I were to throw a P&L on this, and I'll go ahead and keep this on here if we do happen to make this, I would be looking for a stop loss here at about 1.5 cents. Once we get up to 1.75 cents, and then your target is going to be up here at this distribution level, which is going to be at about 2.7 cents. So this is kind of what I'm seeing here. I'm not here to do a like an Elliott wave count on this. I'm here just to keep it simple, right? Keep it simple. Look at support zones, look at resistance zones, and find when we have gone through a resistance and then we need to reclaim it as support. Because if we plain old wake up here and then we come back down, then that was significant resistance still. We need to close a daily above this, which we haven't done since July 9th. Okay, we haven't done that since July 9th. We have found 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times we have found this as resistance. And again, I tend to think of those as distribution zones because it used to be support. So anybody that bought up here is going to be looking to sell as high as possible, which is how support and resistance lines work. People that sold here are going to be looking to buy here. People that bought here are going to be looking to sell here. So if we can blow through this, come back down, find it as support, then I think we have an opportunity to get a move up to about 2.7 cents. I'm not here to tell you that that's going to happen because we could just, again, continue to fall if we come back down here to this accumulation zone. But if we are able to push up and find this as support, this would be the trade. I would not buy here, especially at the equilibrium, because that's kind of where we're at right now. Right now, we're basically sitting at the equilibrium of this. And actually what I can do is I can use a parallel channel to show this. So going from here all the way out here and then working our way down, we're basically at equilibrium right now based on the zone that I have outlined. So we're sitting here at the equilibrium. So, at a minimum, we need to be above the equilibrium, which we're not. We're sitting right there at that resistance right now. I would be willing to bet there's a lot of volume here. If I threw my volume profile on this, I would be willing to bet there's a significant amount of volume right here. Take a look at it. It's right at this high volume node. Of course, there's a ton of volume that's up here at about 2.1 cents. But nonetheless, right here, we've got a high volume node. We've got lots of volume that's occurring in this level. I would imagine over time, it's probably going to surpass where our point of control for the entire trading history is up here. So if you are looking to buy this support resistance flip, or really resistance support flip, I'd be looking to take some profit at about 2.1 cents. So just my opinion. So again, I'm going to go ahead and call it here. We have another 10-minute video on the books. And if you have any questions or anything, feel free to let me know. If you'd like an invite to the Discord, just throw a comment on there. I'd be more than happy to get you an invite. And again, I will catch you all on there. If you like the video, like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. And I will catch you all later. Have a good one, everyone.